Hello, third grade. Welcome to lesson 5.2. We are on page 193. Find unknown numbers. Our essential question: how can you use an array? And remember, an array is just a rows and columns. So this array would show 3 rows of 4 in each row to show you the total product. So it's one way to visually show a multiplication problem. So how can you use an array or a multiplication table to find an unknown factor? 3 here and 4 are factors, or product. And product is just the answer to a multiplication sentence. Okay, so let's unlock the problem. It says Tanisha plans to invite 24 people to a picnic. The invitations come in packs of 8. So I've just seen some numbers. So I'm going to make sure I highlight them and I make sure I don't lose track of them. How many packs of invitations does Tanisha need to buy? So how many people is she inviting? That's the 24. And how many invitations are in each pack? They come in packs of 8. There are 8 invitations in each pack, in one package. So an equation is a number sentence that uses the equal sign to show that 2 amounts are equal. A symbol, so a symbol is anything like a triangle, a square, even a question mark you might see. A symbol or letter can stand for an unknown factor. You can write the equation n times 8 equals 24. In here, n is the unknown factor, the letter n. So you can use the equation n times 8 equals 24 to find how many packs of invitations Tanisha needs. Find the number n, that makes the equation true. So how many packs of 8 equals 24? I always read the times, the multiplication sign is like of, packs of, groups of. So we could use an array. That's one way we could try to solve this. So show an array of 24 tiles, right, to represent the 24 people coming to the picnic with 8 tiles in each row. So each row then would be a package. So if this is a row of 8 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 8 squares there. Each row will be one package. Okay, so I pre-drew out my 3 rows of 8 packages because I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 in each. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If I'm rolling my 4s, my 8s, I'm counting by 8s. If I'm rolling my 8s, then I could just count by 8s, right? I could go 8, 16, 24. And so those are my multiples of 8 in that last section, the last box. So n, this factor, stands for the number of rows. We knew that there were 8 in each package. That's the number in each package, right? And we know the total number of people being invited. So we know the total number of invitations we need. So n is the number of rows, and we had 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, right? So there are 3 rows of 8 tiles. The unknown factor is 3. So n equals 3. 3 times 8 equals 24. Yes, we're going to check that. And 3 times 8 is 24, so 24 equals 24. Oh my gosh, I was showing you all of that. I was telling you all of that and not showing you. So there are 3 rows of 8 tiles. The unknown factor is 3. N equals 3. So 3 times 8 equals 24, right? And we had up here n times 8 equals 24. So 3 times 8 is 24. 24 does equal 24. The equation is true. So Tanisha needs 3 packs of invitations. Okay, so there is another way we could check this. And if we go onto the back, flip to page 194, we're going to check it using a multiplication table. Now, I'm going to show you how we find using the numbers we know. I feel like they did this a little backwards because we were trying to find how many packages, right? We know there are 24 people coming to the party. We need 24 invitations. So on the multiplication chart, we need to find 24, right? And we know we're counting by 8s because there's a package of 8. So we know coming down. So we are going to find the unknown factor here. Okay? So we already knew the product. I'm not sure why they are telling us unknown product. So we're going to try this another way with a new problem. So let's move down. We are on page 194 on the share and show in the middle of the page. So what is the unknown factor shown by this array? So 5 times what equals 35? So we can trust that there are 35 total squares there. And there are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 rows times how many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7. So 5 times 7 equals 35, right? And 35 equals 35, so it checks out. Now I could double check this with my multiplication chart. If I know the product is 35 and I know one of the factors is 5, I'm going to go to my multiplication chart and I'm going to find one of the factors, 5, go down to 35, and then I can find the other factor, 7, right? So we can use a multiplication chart to help us with our hunt. So we're going to practice now. Go ahead and let's try 2 together. D times 3 equals 27. Now we could make an array with so many groups of 3. We don't know how many rows of 3, but I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So I counted by ones in groups of 3, and I just need to know how many rows there are, right? So how many rows of 3 do I have? So I've got 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, 6 rows, 7 rows, 8 rows, 9 rows. So this is a 9, D is a 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And then 9 times 3 is 27. That equals 27, does equal 27. Okay, let's try number 4 together. Number 4, we know the factors, 5 and 4. So we know we could try an array one more time. We know 5 groups of 4. So 5 rows of 4. There's 1 row of 4, 2 rows of 4, 3 rows of 4, 4 rows of 4, 5 rows of 4, right? So I could count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. C equals 20. Now you also could use an array if you want to count the other way. Let's say you have your 5 groups of 4, but you like to count by 5s. You could know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way, and you could count 5, 10, 15, 20. So either direction, it works. All right, let's try 7 together, okay? 7. 8 times E equals 64. So E is the unknown factor. 8 times something equals 64. I'm going to try with my multiplication chart. So I know it's an 8 is one factor. I don't know the other factor, but I know it's 8 times something that equals 64. So I'm in my 8 column. I find the 64, and now I can slide across. Oh, it's 8 times 8 equals 64. I find the chart is much easier. So 8 times 8 equals 64. I'm just going to write it out above just to help me practice writing it out. So on your own, you can fill in the rest. If you come to the live math lesson, awesome. I would love to see you there. You have more opportunity to practice. They're giving you a lot of practice. And go ahead and practice all the way through 25. See if you can give yourself 10 to do at least. Okay, so I'm going to put do 10. And we will go through some of these together. Your homework is on page 196A and B, the front and the back. You're doing the evens. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and one word problem, number 18. And then on the back, 196B, bam, you've got 2, you've got 4, and you've got 6. All right, we will see you later. We're at the mid-chapter point next, so we're trucking along.